today's the day.
Who are we to tell the sun to rise? And who are we to paint the starry skies? Oh,
Rory, Hannah, favourite step from Act 1?
It's already written deep within our souls. Can't you see? It's all by design. This is bigger than us. Ooh, ooh. This is bigger than us. Ooh, mountain rains help the flowers grow.
Oh, I'm so glad my camera did not fall just then. Guys, I think it's time we should have a chat. A lot has happened since my last video, like a whole lot. I don't even know where to start. Well, firstly, I'm back performing on stage, which is absolutely mad because I think the last video you saw was from America. And I was just kind of trying to get myself back in class. I wasn't even in my point shoes yet. That was a couple months back. The New York video is coming, by the way. I just need to get around to editing it. And the last few weeks of my life have been just absolutely nuts. And I haven't had the chance yet to sit down and edit that. So it might just be a bit later than expected. Those videos I've uploaded recently of traveling the world were some of the best weeks of my life. I really think that it aided my recovery. I'm almost on the other side of this year-long injury. If you haven't been following along, I had osteoarthritis surgery last November and was meant to be recovered within 3 months, but I had a bad reaction in recovery and went through 6 months of complete confusion. But these things are there to make us stronger. A very cliche phrase, and actually sometimes in that recovery I didn't really feel like that was true. I remember praying and being like, Lord, this isn't making me stronger, this is just completely crushing me. But you come out the other side and you become a lot more grateful for things that you were never grateful for before. Walking to work without pain in my ankle is now a triumph, which is something I just completely took for granted before. How did we get here? How did we get to the other side? I still feel like there's still some kinks that I'm working through with my recovery, but I'm back on stage, I'm back on point, I'm back doing full class. Like, how did this happen? I remember when I started this season, only 6 weeks ago, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get back on stage for the beginning of the season. Thursday, I did my first shows of Black Sabbath, the ballet, in point shoes, full like half an hour act. It's not the trickiest, but it's not super easy either. It's quite a strenuous ballet on the body. Funny enough, I thought throughout my whole recovery, the way I was going to get back is only if I was super focused, if I did everything every day for hours on end. And actually it was the complete opposite. I had to take the completely opposite approach. I had to step back, get comfortable with not being comfortable with not doing what I thought was enough, comfortable with the feeling of everything I was working for disappearing in front of my eyes, all of the muscle and the tone and the strength that I had built up just kind of dissipating. Yes, I did lose a little bit of muscle and strength and stamina, but what I gained through that was so much more. I gained a love and a passion and an artistry that I'd never had before because I was always so focused on the technique and the strength. It used to tire me out to the point where I couldn't even enjoy the dancing itself. It used to consume me and all I could ever see was my faults. Whereas coming back in a space where you're just grateful to be able to move again, you stop just looking for the faults and start just finding joy in the actual movement, the joy in just the fact that you're actually able to do the movement instead of getting down on yourself that you're not doing the movement exactly how you want it to. And in that, I feel like I found a freedom of artistry that I'd never found before. And actually, I really want to hold on to, because it's so easy then to go straight back into feeling was not good enough. And that was a space I was in for so long. And I don't want to go back there, even though, to be honest, across these last 6 weeks, I've really struggled with that feeling. Although I'm coming on here in a really positive tone, I've had to fight through a lot of feeling of loss, of things, wishing things could be different the last year, wishing that this hadn't been such a, not a stumbling block. I actually think it's going to help me go forwards in the long run. But for this short term, it has felt really tough to accept that this has been a bit of a stunt in my career, which I wasn't expecting and didn't want. And speaking of finding my own feet, finding my own maturity, I'd love to talk to you guys about Halara. As you know, Halara is one of my favorite clothing brands. I literally wear it all day, every day, and they even have some great stuff that I wear in the studio as well, like these half jogging bottoms, which I love wearing, especially for my contemporary work. Normally, if I have jazz pants on, I roll them halfway up anyway, but these ones come naturally as half-length jogging bottoms, which is great for all the contemporary work I've been doing in the company recently. I think something about Halara makes me feel quite confident in my own skin, especially since my body has changed during this injury time. It's been nice to feel comfortable in whatever clothes I've been in, and Halara has provided a platform for that. No matter where I've been in this injury journey, I've always felt beautiful and comfortable in Halara clothes because they're super stretchy. All the materials are perfectly made for super active people like me. These jeans, they may look like jeans, but they stretch like an absolute dream. So if you guys want to check out Halara, do use the promo code you see on your screen right now and check out their website. All the links are in the description down below, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Another way to kind of express my individuality and explore myself as a person and an artist. So I really hope that you will check them out as well. All the links are in the description. Now, back to the video. I just realised I still have my AirPods in. Sorry guys. I have been chock-a-block all morning because I have been pre-launching the Make It Happen Academy to email list members. If you're not on my email list, you wouldn't have received the special offer of pre-launch, so make sure you sign up down below for my email list. I also have a free Zoom class on Monday to celebrate the launch of the Make It Happen Academy. What is the Make It Happen Academy? I've been developing this amazing academy where I am basically showing you all the tools, mindset, nutrition, injury mentoring, strength and flexibility that have helped me in my career. And I've shared everything I've had to learn in many years, and you can all get it firsthand in all these courses. It's going to be a really cool community where we can push each other to help achieve our dreams. Ultimately, that's what the Make It Happen Academy is there for, to inspire you, to push you further forwards so that you can achieve what you want to. Make sure you sign up at least for the free Zoom class on Monday. It's open for everybody, so you can get a taster of what it's like to be part of the academy. I'm so excited to open this all up to you on the 29th because it has been a lifelong dream to make something like this, to share something like this, to give you the tools that I wish I had when I was younger. I can guarantee you'll derive a lot of value from the academy if you decide to sign up. Thank you to all the pre-launch members who have already signed up. I'm doing some exclusive coaching calls with you all, and it's been great to hear your goals, your dreams, and work with you to help achieve them. So yeah, make sure you're signed up to that email list for that special offer. Back to performing. I guess the biggest question you guys are probably asking, how did it feel being back on stage? I definitely had a little bit of nerves. I wasn't nervous for the stage rehearsals at all, but like that first show was like a little nervy from me. But then my second show, I hit the nail on the head. I felt so much better after the second show. I was like, oh my days, I know how to do this. I'm absolutely fine. After the first one, I did feel a little bit like, oh gosh, what happened there? That wasn't expected. But these things take time. And I think the biggest thing in all of this, I realised most of my life, especially starting ballet more vocationally at 16, which is very, very late, especially if you want to take it professionally, is that I've used the microwave method. We tried to speed things up because I didn't have time. There was no time to even breathe. This injury has taught me that we've gone for the long roast method of really allowing things to marinate. I feel like all the things that I put in before my injury, I'm now reaping the benefits of, which actually is something we talk about in the injury mentoring course on the Make It Happen Academy. That was one of my favorite things I ever created in my injury time off. I created that with my injury mentor, Francis Collier, and it's one of the best courses ever. I'm not biased in any way, but it is really good. Learning that the quick route is not always the best route. Taking the long road, especially the way social media is going, we all want to do the super fast route and think that's the best way because it's the most impressive. But actually, okay, I'm going to use a metaphor here, but like if you roast something for a long time, it develops so much more flavor. It's much more complex. It's much more complex. It's, what do they call it? Flavor identity? I don't know how to say it, but it's just much more complex and deeper. Like you have deeper roots, like roots of a tree. They're much deeper. If you do things fast, those roots aren't going to be so deep. So when those storms and winds blow, you're going to struggle to stay upright. And I feel like during this injury, I've managed to grow much deeper roots mentally, physically. This week, I have to say, the winds did blow and we did shake a little bit, but the roots were deep enough and we're doing okay. But I think ultimately, I can't say that I'm fully over the injury yet. I think it still has an effect on me because I still don't feel fully in shape yet post-injury. That's one of the biggest things I had to deal with, realizing that my body didn't feel or look the same as it did before. If you want me to do another video on that, I can, but it's a really difficult subject. Cope with the judgment of myself, the judgment of others, of the way I looked. It's obviously an aesthetic art form. I've never been off for that long in my entire life. That has been a new, interesting relationship with myself. You have to extend so much grace to yourself in those times. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like I've come out the other side of this a lot more mature, stable, in terms of both as a dancer, but also as a person, knowing that there is so much more to life than just how many turns I can do or how good I look in that leotard or costume. That artistry is so important. It's not just the way a movement looks, but the way it feels and the dynamic of the movement that really makes a difference. That is an exciting new element to my dancing that I had never unlocked before. Like, it's not, if I put my arm, if the choreography is, let's put the arm out to the side. Before I was like, okay, how can I make this look the best? Now I think, how can I use a dynamic to make this interesting? It's not just about like looking the best. It's about how do we make this movement interesting? Because how many millions of arms out to the side have there been in dance? You can't even count. But how many have used, like, what if I decide to use my shoulder? Or what if I want to do it really slowly and it comes from my elbow? Or what if I want to do it super fast, but like flicking the energy out? There's so many possibilities that I hadn't really even considered before. I'm just excited to explore this different way to approach dance, different way to approach my body. I'm not saying this is not coming with a lot of difficulties, a lot of heartbreak, actually, a lot of tears, a lot of stress. But I'm excited to discover the dancer that I truly am. And I feel like this injury has paved a pathway for that. Each show, I actually do feel like I'm getting more and more fit, more and more back in shape, more and more like myself with this new added complexity, which I'm excited to carry on through my career. So that is the update from me. That is getting back to stage. I will be vlogging as we tour. I did mean to vlog properly the last few days, but it didn't really happen because I was so focused and just trying to stay steady. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, I'm happy to do like a little Q&A at some point. Make sure to stay tuned because next week is going to be a crazy week of content because the Make It Happen Academy is launching on Monday. I just cannot wait to share it with you. I feel like this has been the encapsulation of everything that I've kind of gone through this last year. It's going to feel worth it, hopefully, on Monday when I share this academy with you. I really hope that you'll join so that we can pave a pathway for your dreams together. guys, I hope to see you real soon. Hopefully on Monday for the free Zoom class. Remember, dream big and make it happen.